Okay, we have a question for number 137 on page 329 from section 5.1. So number 137 reads 2 times AB plus 2 times AC plus 3B plus 3C. And the directions are you just want to factor completely. So one of the tip-offs with one of these problems is that you have 4 terms. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you that. So you have the first term here, second term here, third term here, and the fourth term right there. You can tell how many terms you have by looking to see how they're separated by the pluses or the minus signs depending on the problem that you have. So I'm going to just undo, I guess I can't go further back. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to try factoring by grouping. Okay, so, or as we kind of said in class, it's like factoring by coupling. So I'm going to kind of couple the first 2 terms together and the second 2 terms together as indicated by this navy color bracket sign that I have listed underneath it. So you kind of have 2 problems in one in this case. So for the first one, I'm going to look at 2AB and 2AC. And I notice that both of them share a factor of 2. Both of them share a factor of A. And that's it. From there, all I am left with would be the B plus C. Then I move on to the next problem. And I note that they each have a common factor of a positive 3, so I'm going to pull out that plus 3. That leaves me with a B plus C. As we had discussed in class prior, it's important to note that the binomial that you generate from factoring by grouping, they should match. If they don't match, then you don't have a common term to pull out anymore, and you either cannot go any further, or you may have made a calculation error. So from here, what we want to note is we do have 2 terms, and from what we want to note is, do we see anything in common? So I'm going to go ahead and box these. So here's your first term, and here's your second term. So looking at this, what we hope to see is that they both have this binomial of B plus C that I have highlighted in red for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out or factor out that B plus C, and then I'm just left with answering the question, what do I have left over if I pull a factor of B plus C out? And we actually are left with the 2A plus 3. Okay. This is our final answer. Again, if you're not sure if you did this problem correctly, you can check it. So by checking it, I mean, if you notice, this looks like one of the problems that we looked at in Chapter 4. This is a foiling problem. So I can FOIL this out and do B times 2A, which gives me 2AB. B times 3 gives me 3B. C times 2A gives me a positive 2AC. And C times 3 gives me 3C. So what you want to bear in mind is it looks very similar to the problem that you started out with. I can rearrange these terms by the commutative property, which allows me to move terms around so long as I keep the sign in front of them with it. So I can rewrite this as 2AB plus 2AC plus 3B plus 3C. So this checks out. It's good. So what I have boxed in orange is our correct answer.